Hey everyone, we're back with more FF14. I am going to go over to Gridania here. Or not Gridania, Ulda. Yeah, exactly. 10 Gauge. 10 Gauge and I were talking in chat there during the cutscene about how there needs to be a Final Fantasy Dynasty Warriors. Now, I know Dynasty Warriors often gets lauded for being super repetitive, and it is. But that's not the point. Dynasty Warriors games are just therapeutic. You want to go be an overpowered god and beat the crap out of thousands of NPCs? There you go. That's your source. And Final Fantasy has so many characters, so many locations, so many spells, so many weapons. Like, you got so much to work with that everybody could find something they like. Anyway, guys, what we're going to do last year is we're going to unlock Thaumaturge. Welcome to the Thaumaturge Guild. It is a fate that's guided your steps here, friend. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield the power of Thaumaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Alright. Yes, there truly was no other answer, was there? Lean closer now and I shall whisper to you of Thaumaturgy's beginnings. The nation of Ulda inherited its traditions from ancient Belladia, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of those illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Nal Thal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as Thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The dweimers employed by the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious when applied to the living. Thus does our guild thrive in the depths of Arzenthan Ossuary, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, the divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurer? Would you like to plumb the abyssal depths of Thaumaturgy? Let our learned sages guide your descent. But before you leap into the darkness, you must prove to our guildmasters that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which waits within. When you are ready to submit your judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word. Well, adventurer, will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny? A wise decision indeed. To prepare you for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgical principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would, if such requirement had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you'll just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guildmasters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. They all wield supreme authority. It's the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Kokobigo? I believe. Alright, so we gotta talk to Kokobigo. We got Kokobuki, Kokobezi, Kokoboa, Kokobani, and Kokobigo. About the power trip, exactly. Imagine gunning down scores of. Oh, hang on. Look at that expectant face, Kokobigo. This lady is obviously a new applicant for the guild, seeking audience with our eldest brother. Poor Prelate Yayaki. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites of the virtuous fallen, but the simple task of keeping our names straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I, for one, find the constant confusion entertaining. My apologies, my dear. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling Kokobuki with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Another What's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. Thal has led us a new aspirant? Ah, Kokobuki! Were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say that the wisest of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturge Guild. It is my solemn duty to finish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield Thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence, the Thaumaturge calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manners of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcerer's teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of Thaumaturge's secrets, for advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in the pursuit of power unrivaled? Yeah, sure. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Miro. Let us mark your initiation with 3 eminently practical gifts. My first gift to you shall be the addition to your hunting log, the name of such enemies that will provide suitable for your training as a Thaumaturge. The second and third gifts are the scepter and shield, instruments you shall need to focus the destructive force of your will. Did you believe your initiation was over? My dear principal, we've only just begun. Take your new weapons in hand, and I will set forth upon your first trial. Excellent. Their parents hated them. Unfortunately, it is a naming convention of the type of Lalafell that each of them have to have Coco as their... Did I get new armor? I didn't. Alright, I do gotta get rid of some of this armor. Oh, sick. Perfect. What? No, I don't want to do that. There you go. You got old armor for completing that. Yeah, probably. My first scepter. The scepter well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now, we shall complete your initiation with the trials to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling Thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorcerer's might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. What's my favorite type of weapon in RPGs? I'm boring, but I always like swords. Dual-wielding swords is always cool to me. I'm gonna go to Central Thanalan. Who the fuck makes me go all the way to Central Thanalan when the exit to Western Thanalan's right there? You guys are assholes. Any particular type? Not really. Curved swords, short swords, long swords, I like them all. Typically one-handed is preferred, but yeah. Squish that ladybug with magic and you're in. You're in. This is definitely not how I want this set up. What the fuck is this? I got fire at level 2. Just gonna put that there. And alright, so far we have ice. Alright, let's ice this bitch up. Excellent, I did it. My mom told me I couldn't do this, that I'd fail at killing star marmots with Blizzard. Oh, how she was wrong. If more RPGs had spears as weapons. I find spears to be a fairly common weapon in RPGs. Okay, so when do I learn Astral Paratranspose? This is level 4. Okay. So, guys, when you Black Mages have this duality where you gotta shift between fire and ice. As I use ice, I build up Umbral Ice, which I don't seem to have yet, so it doesn't really matter. But when in Umbral Ice, you restore mana really fast. But when you're in Astral Fire, you do more damage with fire magic, but you don't, I guess I do. Got 1 stack of whatever the fuck that is. Anyway, when you are in Astral Fire, stuff costs more magic as your stuff goes up, but it does more damage. Your fire spells, anyway. You want to shift between them because when you're in Umbral Ice, you do more damage with your ice spells, but you restore your mana faster. You restore your mana. You want to shift between them. You use fire to run out of mana, and then you use ice to get it back. There's like 5 or 6 different spirit types in Wrath of the Righteous. You need to finish Kingmaker. And then eventually you learn an ability that lets you transpose between ice and fire. So right now I'm in ice, but if I want to swap to fire, boom, there we go, we're already in fire. Cool. You need to finish Kingmaker. You never played Kingmaker and you don't want to. You love Wrath of the Righteous too much. You might like Kingmaker. Anyway, Black Mage during A Realm Reborn was fairly simple. It was basically you just swap between fire and ice. It's not much more than that. You toss in some flares at the end and easy peasy. Over the years though, Black Mage became so much more complicated and I don't particularly like it, but the dice rolled 1 and Black Mage is what we are going to be playing through Stormblood. It's Pathfinder 40k and you love it? You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished her foes, Mira. I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding Thaumaturgy, an innate quality that limits which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Ether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures, and to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of the arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror or duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. The next Thaumaturge quest will be available from Kokobuki upon reaching level 5. Okay. So, we've unlocked Thaumaturge. That's basically all we have time for today, guys. Oh, I should definitely click that. I don't know why I did. But yes, let me teleport back to Mordona. You're not usually a big Warhammer guy? Oh man, I've liked each Warhammer game I've played to differing degrees, but I definitely like them. Alright, so we currently have 442 tomestones. YouTube, we're going to end our recording here, but that's going to be it for the first side quests for Thaumaturge. Now, we are going to be doing those as well, but I will see you guys later.